Assalamu alaikum, this is Maria Zulfikar welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Advisory Council approves a draft of July mass uprising, martyrs' family and injured students' welfare and rehabilitation ordinance 2025. High Court dismisses writ petition sought to suspend Election Commission's Gazette notification, declaring BNP's Ishraq Hussain as Dhaka South City Corporation Mayor. And Bangladesh signs Memorandum of Understanding with China for supplying energy-efficient and eco-friendly electric scooters at affordable prices. Two Israeli embassy staff shot dead while leaving Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. of USA. And UAE clinch series beating Bangladesh by 7 wickets in third and final T20 of 3-match series at Sharjah. Viewers, those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. The Advisory Council has approved the draft of the Government Job Amendment Ordinance 2025. The draft of this ordinance was approved at the 29th meeting of the Advisory Council today. The meeting was presided over by Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus. The Cabinet Division announced in a press release that the draft of the Government Jobs Amendment Ordinance 2025 has been given final approval subject to the vetting of the Legislative and Parliamentary Affairs Division. In addition, the Advisory Council's meeting approved the proposal for signing the Protection and Conservation of Fish Amendment Ordinance 2025. The Memorandum of Understanding MOU regarding cooperation on naval defense materials between the governments of Bangladesh and the Netherlands, and the draft of the July mass uprising, martyrs' family and injured students' welfare and rehabilitation ordinance 2025 was granted policy and final approval. Guidelines have been provided regarding the immediately implementable recommendations of the Reform Commission at the Advisory Council meeting. The Cabinet Division states that the relevant ministry or department will present a detailed opinion on whether the recommendations of the Reform Commission submitted by the Cabinet Division are feasible, and if feasible, the possible time frame for implementation and the impact or integration of the implementation at the Advisory Council meeting through the Cabinet Division. The Cabinet Division will perform the overall coordination in this regard. The High Court has dismissed the writ petition that sought to suspend the Election Commission's Gazette notification declaring BNP leader Ishraq Hussain as the mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation. The bench, comprising Justice M.D. Akram Hussain Chaudhry and Justice Debashish Roy Chaudhry, delivered the order today. Following the verdict, Ishraq's lawyers told reporters that there are now no legal obstacles for Ishraq Hussain to take the oath as mayor by the 26th of this month. Another lawyer representing Ishraq stated that Ishraq is not sworn in as the mayor of DSCC. It would amount to contempt of court. Earlier, the bench conducted hearings on the writ petition last Tuesday and Wednesday. After 2 days of hearings, the same bench of the High Court dismissed the writ petition this morning on the scheduled date for the verdict. Meanwhile, the lawyer representing the petitioner said they intend to file an appeal with the higher court. Meanwhile, BNP leader Ishraq Hussain has called off sit-in program describing the High Court decision as a victory of the rule of law. Ishraq made this announcement while addressing the party workers in front of the chief advisor's residence Jamuna this afternoon. He said the agitation has been suspended for now. If the court decision is not implemented immediately, party workers will again take to the street near Jamuna, chief advisor's residence. Apologizing for the suffering caused by the movement, Ishraq said, "One day the people will understand why we waged the movement." Eid holidaymakers are buying train tickets today for 1st of June to travel home on the occasion of the Holy Eid al-Azha. For the convenience of passengers, 100% of the tickets are being sold online. Advanced ticket sales for trains in the western region of Bangladesh Railway, Rajshahi, Rangpur and Khulna divisions started at 8 a.m. and continued until 2 p.m. Ticket sales started for the eastern region, Dhaka, Sylhet and Chattogram divisions from 2 p.m. Railway sources said that this year there are a total of 33,315 seats available on intercity trains departing from Dhaka to various destinations across the country. Tickets for 2nd of June will be sold on 23rd of May. Tickets for 3rd of June on 24th of May. Tickets for 4th of June on 25th of May. Tickets for 5th of June on 26th of May and tickets for 6th of June will be sold on 27th of May. A memorandum of understanding has been signed between the state-owned enterprise Atlas Bangladesh Limited and the global electric scooter and bike manufacturer Zhejiang Luan Electric Vehicle Company Limited. The MOU was signed today at the Bangladesh Steel and Engineering Corporation office in Dhaka. On behalf of Bangladesh, the Acting Secretary of the Ministry of Industries, MD Nuruzzaman, and on behalf of Zhejiang Luan Electric Vehicle Company Limited, Daniel Yu signed the MOU. BSEC Chairman Muhammad Anwarul Alam, Director MD Osman Goni, and other senior officials from both BSEC and the Chinese company were present at the signing ceremony. According to stakeholders, this agreement will enable local consumers to purchase internationally standard, energy-efficient and eco-friendly electric scooters at affordable prices. It is also expected to reduce import dependency and play a significant role in the development of the domestic industry. Gano Adhikar Parishad President Nurul Haq Noor has said that a vested quarter is attempting to create chaos in the country. He urged the government to protect the nation from all forms of anarchy. Nurul Haq made the call today at an emergency press conference organized by the Gano Adhikar Parishad in the capital. Gano Adhikar Parishad General Secretary Muhammad Rashid Khan, spokesperson Farooq Hassan and Senior Joint General Secretary Hassan Al-Mamun also spoke at the press conference. The leaders said that the beneficiaries of the fascist Awami League government still hold important positions. They said not even a single member of the Sheikh family has been arrested yet. Their passports and bank accounts must be seized. Nurul Haq Noor stated that the Patriotic Army has a positive image among the people. He alleged that a certain group is trying to push the country into crisis by making the army controversial. Now, international news. Two Israeli embassy staff has been shot dead leaving an event at the Capital Jewish Museum in Washington, D.C. Israel's embassy in the U.S. said Sarah Lynn Milgram and Yaron Lichinsky were a couple that were killed. The suspect has been detained and identified by police as a 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez from Chicago. U.S. President Trump said the attack is so sad and based obviously on anti-Semitism. Kristi Noem, Secretary of Homeland Security, said federal authorities were investigating the attack and would bring its depraved perpetrator to justice. Israel's military has continued its assault on Gaza, killing at least 87 Palestinians, as it shows no sign of letting up its relentless bombardment of the besieged enclave. UN spokesman Stephanie Dujarric has confirmed that around 90 truckloads of goods have been dispatched in Gaza, as Israel slowly lifts its months-long blockade on desperately needed aid entering the territory. Dujarric also stressed the limited supplies Israel is allowing into Gaza are nowhere near enough to meet the needs of Palestinians, with aid still held up at the Karam Abu Salim crossing. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said Israel will retain control of Gaza when its assault ends, adding that it would consider a temporary halt to its bombardment of the territory to allow for the release of remaining captives. Several countries, including France, Spain, and the UK, have summoned their Israeli ambassadors after Israeli forces fired towards a group of diplomats in the occupied West Bank city of Jenin. Israel's attack on Gaza has killed at least 53,655 Palestinians and wounded 121,950, according to Gaza's health ministry. An informal trilateral foreign ministers meeting between China and Afghanistan and Pakistan was held in Beijing. Representatives of the participating countries yesterday hailed the progress of trilateral cooperation as positive and reaffirmed their commitment to fully exploit its potential for mutual benefit. Wang Yi, a member of the Political Bureau of the Communist Party of China and Foreign Minister, presided over the meeting. Pakistan's Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar and Afghanistan's Acting Foreign Minister Maulavi Amir Khan Muttaqi also attended the meeting. After the meeting, Wang Yi outlined the main conclusions of the discussions and aspects of future cooperation. China supports Afghanistan and Pakistan in following a development-oriented path in light of their respective realities and in safeguarding their sovereignty, security, and dignity. Afghanistan and Pakistan expressed their willingness to strengthen diplomatic relations. China welcomed this step and pledged to support the development of relations between the two countries. The commitment to maintaining peace and stability was reaffirmed, which will create a conducive environment for the development and rejuvenation of the participating countries. The U.S. has accepted a plane intended for the Air Force One fleet from Qatar, a gift that has sparked criticism, including from some of President Trump's biggest supporters. The Secretary of Defense has accepted a Boeing 747 from Qatar in accordance with all federal rules and regulations. Chief Pentagon spokesman Sean Parnell said in a statement on Wednesday. The plane will need to be modified before it can be used as part of Air Force One, the president's official mode of air transport. The White House insists that the gift is legal, but the announcement of the transfer a week ago caused huge controversy. The plane is a gift from the Qatari royal family and is estimated to be worth 400 million US dollar. The White House says that the new plane will be transferred to Trump's presidential library at the end of his term. It could require years to fit with additional security systems and upgrades required to carry the president, including the ability to withstand the electromagnetic pulse from a nuclear blast and to refuel mid-flight.